I didn't really know what to expect. A little bit nervous, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I'm pretty nervous. I think it doesn't really matter how many questions you prepare. Everyone's different, so people are going to respond in different ways.
Hi, welcome to the Whitechapel Centre.
I've never been to a homeless centre before, so I don't really know who we're going to be talking to, what the people are going to be like, but I'm really willing to find out.
But I think mostly, I don't know if I'm ready to have my eyes opened a little bit, but I'm excited. In terms of here at the Whitechapel Centre, what kind of support do you offer for client users?
So the Whitechapel Centre is open every single day of the year, from 8 in the morning till 8 at night, and we meet people's basic needs so they can come in and have breakfast, a shower, get some fresh clothes, but we also obviously work with them to find accommodation for them.
It's about ensuring that you meet the need for people. You know, people don't stop being homeless at 5 o'clock on a Friday, and it's ensuring that people can come to us whenever they need to.
My name's Charlotte Joyce and I am the services manager, and my responsibility is for homelessness, housing and rough sleeping contracts for the Liverpool city region.
I'm Ruth McCogley and I'm the fundraising manager here at the Whitechapel Centre. I help raise money for the charity and also do all of our sort of social media and letting people know what we do.
How mostly do service users find out about the service in the first place?
People tell each other. If somebody's new to the street, then other people will tell them about Whitechapel and what they can come here any time. The police quite often will help people come to find us.
It's a mismatch really. I mean, I think in the kind of now, you know, everyone's got smartphones, apps. We have a 24-hour hotline that the general public can ring. So through No Second Night Out, we get a lot of calls and that identifies where people are. So No Second Night Out has been a trailblazer for the city really, hasn't it? And it's something that we've done for a long time, and it is about ensuring that nobody had that second night on the streets or that first night really. I mean, the campaign's No Second Night Out, but we work under the premise that we don't want anybody to rough sleep.
What is the most common age group that comes here?
It used to be older people, but actually we're seeing many more young people that are coming to us. So I think it's something like 65% of people are under 45.
We still don't have that many females, but that's for other reasons as well really. So it's a male client group, but we have people from the age of 18, and we are seeing a larger amount of young people come into the service.
We're here where they cook all of their meals for the service users here.
And we're just about to go and speak to one of the service users whose name's Liam. Apparently he's got quite a lot to tell us about his story. So hello.
Hello.
Just first question, I guess. How long have you been with the service?
Yeah, 5.5 weeks.
5.5 weeks.
5.5 weeks.
Yeah.
How did you first find the service?
I've known about it for a while, and it was only last year I was thinking about volunteering here, and then I ended up here, you know what I mean? So I've known about it for years,
Yeah.
but I just rang them and they told me to come in.
So I heard you have a job, what?
I'm a hairdresser.
A hairdresser?
Yeah, not that you can tell, right? Yeah, I've done it for 18 years.
If you don't mind me asking, how long were you sleeping rough for?
11 nights.
11 nights.
11 nights. That must have been tough.
Yeah, it was horrible. But I just had like a little pop-up tent and that, so.
Really? What made you come here?
Just had enough, and they have outreach workers, and I'd seen them.
So it was the outreach
I'd seen
work?
outreach workers as well, yeah.
Our outreach team are out every day from 6 a.m. in the morning through till 10 o'clock at night.
It's making sure that people are alive. You know, the bottom line is when you've got cold temperatures like we had across the country, how do you make sure that that person is okay? Because there might not be anyone else looking out for them.
So they were telling me to come, but I wouldn't at first, but then in the end I did.
If you don't mind
glad I
asking,
did.
why did you not want to come at the start?
Because I didn't know what I was walking into or anything. It was
Okay.
unfamiliar, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll go out, you know, we'll offer them a hot drink. You know, in some cases it's saying, look, you know, do you want us to call you a taxi? We'll take you up to the centre, you can come have a shower, we'll get you some clean clothes, come and have a breakfast, you know, and then we'll undergo an assessment. Sometimes it might be like, oh, I don't want to leave. You know, we'll do an assessment with you on the street, or we'll take you around the corner to the nearest cafe if that was what you'd prefer to do. So it's making sure that actually it's giving somebody that personal choice as well. It's not trying to make them do the things that they're not capable of at that time.
You were not staying in the Liverpool city centre, is that right?
No, I was on Nugent Park in Tubrook.
And I just wondered how isolating it is when you're sleeping rough, like the
It
feeling
is.
of isolation. 'Cause
Yeah,
obviously
yeah. But I was going to my mates and everything, you know what I mean? So And none of me mates know that I'm here.
Oh, really?
No, none of them know.
So did you stay at your mate's house and then?
I was sofa surfing from one mate to another, and you know what I mean? And then I thought, there's nothing worse than asking them, do you mind if I stay tonight?
Yeah.
And they're not bothered, you know what I mean? But it's horrible having to ask them.
Yeah, you
know
feel
what
like
I
you don't
mean?
want
You
to
feel
ask
like you're
them.
putting yourself on them, so that's why I ended up then staying on Moving Park with a little tent.
Imagine yourself making that decision of, right, I have nowhere else to go, I'm going to find somewhere that I think is safe for me to bed down tonight. The fear, you know, I've done this job a long time, that fear doesn't go away when you see somebody out there and you just think, wow, you know, it's just, how frightening is that? So it's not a decision that I think anybody would make lightly, really. It was I have nothing, I don't know what else to do.
No one chooses
No.
to go and sleep on the streets.
No.
It's not a choice.
What kind of prejudice would you say that homeless people face most, or how often do you think that prejudice plays a part in society's view on homelessness?
Greatly, you know, and I think if anything, they're invisible, aren't they? You know, how many times do we commute to work or we go shopping, and you know, it's like we're fully aware that those rough sleepers might be in that city centre, but you just walk past, it's normality, and it's just become okay. And it's like, actually what we're about is campaigning really on the behalf of all of those vulnerable people to say, you know, no, it's not okay. You know, so society needs to treat these individuals with as much dignity and respect as we would anybody else.
Yeah.
So.
When you were sleeping rough, what would you have appreciated most, or what do you think would have helped most at a time like that?
Approach them and, you know, tell them that there is this service there for them, and if they're not taking any notice to them, phone the help. And then the outreach workers are trained to go and talk to them, that, you know what I mean? And at least if they know there's somebody there, then they can keep going to see them.
So they know they have the support around them if they want it.
Yeah.
We want to change people's situation for the long term. Giving somebody some money on the street is a very short-term solution, and it helps somebody for today. What we want to do is help them for the long term and help them make that long change.
Well, thank you so much for answering
welcome, love.
all questions.
You're welcome.
After talking to Liam, it's just made me realise how important centres like Whitechapel are to change people's lives. I can't even put it into words how important places like this are.
Yeah, I'd echo that, and also I think something that he said that kind of resonated with me was that he didn't, before when he was sort of going from sofa to sofa, that he felt like he was putting himself on people. I think places like this are really good for kind of reaffirming that actually, no, we're here for you. Again, they're just people who need help. They're not people who are helpless. So.
Why do you guys think it's a good thing for Hollyoaks to be doing a storyline like we are?
Well, we're really keen to get across that homelessness can happen to absolutely anybody. You know, we work with people who've had happy family lives, long careers, and then just something happens, something goes wrong in their life, and they end up coming here. It can happen to absolutely anybody. So for you to have that storyline is fantastic, because it does show how easily it can happen to a family who wouldn't expect it to happen. So it is important that people know that there are places like Whitechapel Centre that they can go to and get help sooner rather than later.
Speaking to Charlton Reef has really opened my eyes about homelessness and the whole world of it. It's because it's so much more than what you think. I think it's brought me back to reality of that this is real, and it's not just a storyline that we're acting, it's real life that people are going through. If you or anyone you know has been affected by this storyline, then there are places that can help and support, like the Whitechapel Centre.
You can always go online, have a look at the Channel 4 website, channel4.com/support.